This is the 401, the institutional meat purchaser specification number, or the number you'd find in the meat buyer's guide. This is a fresh leg of pork, what would be used to make cured and smoked hams. And this is where the sirloin end of the loin and the belly, and where the foot was removed above the hock. And what I'd like you to do is think about taking this as raw material, break it down into all the individual muscles, and treat those muscles differently to try to put some items on the menu that will make some profit for you. And we'll start by skinning the leg. So I'll make a slice into the skin along the shank and start to separate it from the lean without cutting into the lean. Once the skin is removed, we also remove the hip bone down to this condyle of the femur. So this is now a pork leg, semi-boneless, skinned, but it still has the shank on. So the next step would be to make this a short shanked ham by removing the shank at this point. So this is the 402A, which is a pork leg that's been skinned. It is semi-boneless and it's short shanked. You can buy these in this form, but this is what we would work with if we want to debone this and start to open it up into all of the different muscle groups by following the seam of each muscle. We would start at this knuckle edge. So I'm going to continue to butterfly down along this femur, taking off the inside muscle on one side and the knuckle on the other. Go around the patella. And because we've removed the shank, we just take the femur out. This, in essence, is now 402B, which is a pork leg, boneless. This is a 402B, a pork leg, boneless, and the purchaser's specified option is to have it netted. And you can buy these in this form. So what you would do is remove the net. This is that butterflied, boneless leg. So we've got some inside shank, the outside muscle, the eye of the outside muscle, the inside muscle, and the knuckle, or the tip, the leg tip. So here is the inside muscle, and it is including the cap, the inside cap, or the gracilis. So here's our inside muscle and our cap. This is the knuckle, and the knuckle is attached to the femur, or the main leg muscle, by the tensor fasciae latae, which is called the TFL and also called a tri-tip. If I remove the TFL, we end up with a knuckle or pork sirloin tip or pork leg tip roast. That's our shank meat. And then I'll find this seam and remove the eye of the outside muscle, or the ham eye. And that's the eye of the outside muscle and the outside muscle. And we'll stop, and then we'll talk about each one of these muscles and what we can do with it.